Hello and welcome to this review of Overcooked All You Can Eat. I must admit I was a relative latecomer to the series, but I've been enjoying both games in their vanilla states, that is without DLC added, but that's exactly why this package is so appealing. What you're looking at here is a deluxe, semi-remastered collection of both the first two games, complete with all their DLC, as well as 3 new chefs and 7 new kitchens too, thanks to the new edition of The Peckish Rises, which you can see here running on the Xbox Series X. And of course there's the obligatory upgrade to 4K 60 in terms of display on the Xbox Series X and PS5 versions. If you're familiar with the original Overcooked, you may notice that it looks better in the footage you're seeing here. Well, that's because the entirety of Overcooked 1, if you want to call it that, has been remade in the Overcooked 2 game engine, which has made a big difference to how good it looks and how well it plays. The 4K upgrade has also made a massive difference to playability overall because the screen can be filled with a lot of rather small icons and 3D models of ingredients, sometimes chopped up, and so having the increased fidelity to discern exactly what's what is a major bonus. I think the biggest problem I had with the original games was the number of kitchens available for casual multiplayer sessions. It was all too easy to smash through the original set before a multiplayer session was anywhere near finished, leaving you to weigh up whether or not it was worth spending more money on DLC packs for what is essentially more of the same. But of course, this version contains everything released to date, which means over 200 levels, all of which are now playable online as well, including those from the first game for the first time, making this the perfect way for a newcomer to earn their stars. But if you are a newcomer, I must stress that the frantic action means this is one of the most stressful multiplayer games I've ever played. Even in 2-player mode, things can get pretty fraught, and you need to be careful not to blame your friend or loved one for a failed order, because relationships and moods can soon start to get very frayed. And as for 4-player sessions, well, I've seen actual meltdowns and shouts of "This is a stupid game!" from younger players. But hey, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the portal-strewn kitchen. I should note that this even happens when you're using the cooled down assist mode difficulty option, which gives you more time to do things at the expense of locking out some achievements. So although it's nicer, it's still stressful. This is fundamentally a multiplayer game, and I just wouldn't advise playing it alone, even though you can. If you do choose to play solo, you'll find yourself switching back and forth between chefs on the fly, setting them up to chop food, and then quickly switching to the other to take the soup off the hob before it burns. It's still stressful, but in a different way, and far harder to get good tips and win the 3 stars, which are difficult in every mode to be fair, but it just isn't anywhere near as enjoyable as playing with other people. Watching 3 friends mess things up while rats run away with the ingredients is amazing fun. But there are also moments of sheer brilliance when you manage to get the last order in with 1 second left on the clock. Cue high fives. If you approach the game in the right mindset, looking for fun, it can not only be rewarding, but actually hilarious. Of course, if you've already got Overcooked 2 and at least one of the expansions, I would say you perhaps don't need to buy this as well. But if you're new to the series and have at least one person who's willing to play it with you, having agreed not to fall out over it whatever happens, then I definitely recommend this game. So I give Overcooked All You Can Eat a very well deserved 4 stars. Well, that's all for this video. Please take a look around my channel for more gaming videos, as well as music and much more. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers.